Okay, guys. So these are the instructions on how to vectorize your design that you did in Paint 3D for Illustrator, so you can laser engrave whatever you have decided to put on your sketches. Now, we're going to create a new file. This file is going to be hopefully the size that you're going to create your door harp in. So mine is going to be 250 millimeters by 250 millimeters. And we are going to change the title to door harp and then put your name on it. On the color mode, make sure you have RGB, and then on the screen 72 ppi is fine. So the reason why we choose RGB is because the laser engraver will detect this color mode. If you put the other color mode, it won't work. So remember, RGB is the one, and then we're gonna click on the blue button to create. All right, once this file creates, we can import the design that we created earlier. So I'm going to click on place so I can import the image that I created. And I am going to go back into my folder and find the sketches that I did. So this one here is the design that I created. So I'm going to just place it there. And for now, I'm not going to worry too much about the size. I'm just going to move it to the side. So if I press Control minus several times, I can reduce the size of what I view, zoom out, and if I press Control plus, it's going to zoom in. If I press Control 0, it's going to center the workspace. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to lock this image so I can start drawing on top of it, and the image is not going to move around. So I'm going to press the key Control and the key 2, and that's going to lock it in place. If you're not very good with your hand drawing skills, you can also use the shapes. So I'm going to draw the shape here for this curve. Doesn't have to be exact. You can see the properties here on the left hand side for the stroke color. You can change that to be a different color while you're designing so you can see what you're doing. And then if you click on the other color, is the fill color, you can also make it transparent so you can see where you're putting elements. Okay, so I'm going to move to the side and I'm going to put this here because what I want to do is create the curve for the shield shape that I'm creating this on. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is create another circle to create the curve of this shield on this side. So I'm going to just copy paste, Control C, Control V, and then that gives me another piece, and I'm going to just make it elongated like that. Yep. And obviously that doesn't look like the profile of the shield at all. But I'm not going to make it exactly like what it looks there. I'm just going to be close enough. So I'm going to just put this on this side and that on that side, and I'm going to take this all the way to the edge. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece from this piece over here. Okay, so to do that, I am going to select both items and I'm going to color these a different color so we can see what's happening there. I can bring it to the front, so right click on it and then arrange, bring to front, and then I'm going to select both shapes, and then I'm going to select here on the right hand side the pathfinder. So if you don't see any of the windows that you see on the right hand side here, you can go to window, and then here on workspace you click on Essentials Classic, and that will bring all the windows and the environment that I have here on on the screen. So I'm going to select the second option. So click minus from, and then that's going to leave me that. So obviously that looks okay, not perfect. But the thing is that I want this tip from over here to match over here. So what I'm going to do is going to click the direct selection tool, which is this white arrow. And with that white arrow, I can move the nodes around and kind of edit the way things are looking. Okay, so this is pretty good. And I have, I guess, half of what we have here. And also, I want to duplicate this onto the other side. So I can create a mirror image of this and then put together the shield the way I want it to look.